what I wore and did on our summer holiday. Hello, it feels good to be back, all tanned and feeling refreshed after our summer holiday in the sunshine. Now, as promised, today I shall be sharing all my outfit ideas from our holiday in Turkey, plus a few snippets of what we did thrown in for good luck, including how bad I am at golf as it happens. I've partnered again with the lovely Monica Villada for this video. I was super chuffed to choose a couple of pieces from their new range, including a very exciting collaboration that they're just launching with celebrity stylist Kate Young. It's so gorgeous. I am very excited to show you all. First things first, I took a lot of outfits away with me, completely overpacked. But on a positive note, that just means that I've got even more outfit ideas to share with you lovely ladies. So hopefully you've got your feet up, you've got a cuppa in hand, let's begin. So we travelled to Antalya in Turkey. We stayed at a resort called the Lara Barut Collection. I'll tell you more about the hotel itself and its facilities a little bit later in this video. But let's dive straight in with my outfit from the first night. Now, you might remember that I tried on this rails dress in Selfridges a little while ago. Well, thankfully, it just arrived in time for me to take it away with me, and I love it. So I chose it in a small, and I think the fit is perfect. It's pretty fitted across the chest, but that fabric does give a little bit, so it never felt too tight in the heat. I wore it a couple of times while we were away, mainly in the evening, but of course it could easily be worn in the daytime too. It's just a lovely, classic, pretty summer dress, and I am very glad that I chose this one. Now, I took 3 one-piece swimsuits away with me and 1 bikini, and I just alternated between them depending on what we were doing. That does sadly mean that my stomach is now unusually pale compared to the rest of my body, but hey ho, it's rarely seen anyhow. So this swimsuit is the one that I bought from Cezanne in that gorgeous bohemian print. I have a feeling this was created as a collaboration that they did with Parisian lingerie brand YSC, but I shall add the correct link in the description box below once I find that. And when I popped for lunch, I just add my caramel shorts, which tone-wise I thought sits really nicely together. So this is me lounging by the pool. The boys were off in the water park, which they absolutely loved. Actually, I'll show you a clip of that now because it was amazing. If there are any mothers out there who are craving an actual break on their holiday, this was the best entertainment. Now, it was all renovated this year, so not only do you have a couple of smaller slides for the little ones, but you now have these gigantic and, trust me, pretty scary water slides for the teenagers. And as it happens, silly mums who decide to do it as well. I was terrified and I screamed a lot. But when I wasn't joining in, the boys were so entertained. I actually had time to read an entire book. Now, this is the first time in 17 years that I've been able to do that on holiday, and it was bliss. So the book I read is called Where the Crawdads Sing, and I absolutely loved it. Definitely one of the best books I've read in a very long time. Has anyone else read this too? Do let me know in the comments section below. There's quite a lot of hype about it at the moment because obviously the movie's coming out, but I would highly advise you read the book first before watching the film, as the books are often better. And actually, side note, if you've read any other brilliant books recently, do let me know in the comments section below because I do like to have quite a list stocked up. Now, it was so humid in Turkey that I mainly kept my hair up both in the day and the nighttime too, actually. Some of you might have seen over on my Instagram page, but I tried to do the whole wash and blow dry my hair and then straighten it, and then within about 5 minutes my hair was this big frizzy Monica hair again. So I pretty much gave up on that idea. Now, this shirt that I bought recently from Arket definitely came in handy. I'd wear it in the daytime as a cover-up over my swimsuit or my bikini, and at night I styled it with my linen trousers. Now, I chose these trainers to take away with me as I thought they'd work nicely with outfits like this. Plus, I wore them on the plane with my joggers and my jumper, and then I also used them in the gym, so they doubled up really nicely. Great use of space, if I do say so myself. Now, I know a lot of you had trouble buying this particular shirt recently as it sold out so quickly online, but it's now currently back in stock, so I shall link that below if anyone else wanted to get hold of one. A great poplin shirt for that transitional period too. My lovely new Monica Vinader jewellery arrived just in time for me to take on my holidays, which was very exciting as I totally fell in love with the pieces that I chose. In fact, as you'll see throughout this video, I didn't take the ring off, even to sleep. And I used the earrings and the bracelet almost every night. So I chose from the new collaboration that they've done with New York stylist Kate Young. Now I've loved her style for many years, so I knew I was going to fall in love with her collection. Dangerously so, actually. So I chose the little hoop earrings and matching ring in black and gold, the ones I'm wearing actually. But now I want to treat myself to the bracelet to match, as I absolutely love it. And then of course there's the green onyx option that I really like too. Very, very tempting. I just think they're really original, they're very on trend, and yet they've got that understated, cool element to them at the same time. Just love them. Now I think the nice thing about these pieces, as you can see, is that they can easily work for day or the night time, smart or casual, depending on what you're doing. So here we were late popping for dinner, so I just wanted something quick and easy in my outfit. So I went for a linen shirt and my camel shorts. But adding in the jewellery, I think really made the outfit. The bracelet I chose has been made from freshwater pearls and gold nuggets, and it has that subtle shine to it that just really catches the light as you move. It's a little bit bohemian, but in a grown-up, elegant way, which is probably why I love it so much. So this was a lunchtime outfit when we were going to one of the hotel's restaurants. Obviously, I didn't want to feel too dressed up for the daytime or get too hot at the same time, but I did want to look polished. Going for a tonal colour always helps for an instant put together vibe, and those sprinkles of gold, the pearl and the black with my jewellery not only pull the look together, but it gave it more interest, and hopefully you agree, made it look more altogether chic. Now if you're not already aware, all Monica Vinader's gold vermeil is recycled. They offer a 5-year warranty and a lifetime repair service too. They're fully carbon neutral and all of their diamonds are ethically sourced. And on top of all of that, they create some really beautiful jewellery that I am so excited to add into my collection. But don't just take my word for it, click the link in the description box below at the end of this video and take a look at their new ranges for yourself. A beautiful brand that I feel very fortunate to work with, and I'm very happy with my new pieces. One buy which turned out to be far more versatile than I first thought was this pair of trousers that I got from Free People. I wore them styled like this, very laid back and beachy for dinner. Just adding that lovely charcoal tank that I got from Grana recently and my gold flat sandals to tie in with the sparkle of my jewellery. Now this look was me very much in my happy place. I'm comfortable, I feel elevated, but in the most understated way possible. Everything I'm wearing is beautifully made, but nothing is too flashy or look at me, which I really don't like. So this outfit suits me down to the ground. And then I'd use that same pair of trousers in the daytime as a cover up with my swimwear. Here I'm wearing them with a bikini that I got from Suzanne. And when I needed to walk somewhere in the hotel or maybe go for lunch by the pool, I just popped these trousers on and felt a little bit more covered. Now you might notice throughout this video too that I barely wore any makeup on our holiday. In fact, I think today is the first time that I've worn mascara in weeks. I will never understand why anyone would want to wear it by the pool. It will always end up a real old mess, and I hate the feeling of it clogging my skin in that heat. I had a couple of the Beauty Pie products with me, so even at night I just went for a tiny bit of concealer, a little bit of blusher and a smidgen of lipstick, and that was pretty much it. Now on this particular day, I started out in this pretty white dress, which I've worn so much since I got it. But very quickly, as we were going on a boat trip, it was back to swimsuits again and not a lot else. As you can see, the boys had an absolute ball jumping off the boat. Walter loved hanging out on the flamingo. And of course, I was silly to think I wouldn't get pushed in. That swimsuit I'm wearing there is actually a couple of years old now, but it's from a brand called Jets by Jessica Allen. Also seen there, my gorgeous straw hat, which proved to be a great investment as it happens. I wore that nearly daily on our summer holiday. Now, as you can see, the boat was very, very choppy, but thankfully none of us actually get seasick. So it was just a matter of trying to stay upright that we had to contend with. Being on a boat and just staring out at the ocean is honestly one of my favourite things to do when we're on holiday. So I absolutely loved this day out, and I know the boys had lots of fun too. I think staring at the ocean just makes me feel alive and whole again. I really, really loved it. And then when we got back, I did manage to straighten my wayward hair, and I put this gorgeous sunshine yellow dress on for dinner. Styled with flat sandals, of course, again. I think I only wore heels one evening, actually. Just wanted to feel really relaxed and quite laid back, even when I was dressing up a little bit. Now, the resort had so many activities on offer that we didn't even have time to get around them all. Aside from the water slide and the beach and the pools, there was beach volleyball, which the boys did daily actually. There was archery, ping pong, go-karting, water polo, darts, special activities for teenagers only, which I thought was brilliant, and nightly entertainment for all ages. Actually, the hotel went to really great lengths for the evening entertainment, particularly literally setting up entire stages almost every separate night for the different shows that they were going to put on. Now, this was a drone show that they put on to music, which I thought was really incredible to watch. So definitely something to entertain all different ages of your family while you're on your holidays. Still losing, unfortunately. As you can see, Tiger Woods I am not, but I am always up for giving things a go. Now, as you would imagine, my gorgeous new emerald green swimsuit came on holiday with me. And I'm pleased to report it actually fared pretty well, even when I got thrown in the pool by the boys. Now, I did get annoyed with the bra pads bit though, so I ended up taking those bits out. Every time I went in the pool, they ended up a little bit skew-whiff in the chest portion. So I just lost patience with them and thought, you know what, I'll go very flat-chested instead. Now, I often styled my swimsuit with my straw hat for practical reasons to get my face out of the sun for a bit, but it did make this particular one piece feel extra glamorous, which I guess was a happy bonus. Now, you might remember this pretty broderie and lace skirt I bought recently. This one proved perfect for being on holiday. It was lightweight enough to not feel too hot in the heat, and it was surprisingly good for the daytime as much as it was for the evening. I'm thinking I'll be a size bigger, if that's all right, when I finish with this table. That's fine, we can go a little bit curvier for autumn winter. Now, as you can see, the evening meals and specifically the desserts were very hard to resist. A whole table full of chocolates was an absolute nightmare for an inner chocoholic. Actually, food-wise, the hotel was really wonderful. So many different restaurants to choose from. Again, a bit like the activities, we didn't manage to get around them all. We did go to the sushi restaurant. We went to the one by the beach and a restaurant in the lagoon area, which was where our room was. But the actual buffet itself was so varied, you could have easily eaten there every single night if you wanted to. For breakfast, I'd often have watermelon. Sometimes I had strawberries or an omelette. Lunchtime, I really loved all the salads. And at night, I tried really hard to steer clear of the heavy carbs so that I could treat myself to a dessert or two. Now, one thing we all really loved was the patisserie. About 4 p.m. after a day in the sun, we'd often pop to have a latte, and the boys would choose from a really amazing selection of cakes and pastries. I did blow my diet on one delicious apple pie, but it was definitely worth it. And of course, a chocolate a day never hurt anyone. Another day and another lightweight summer dress, this time courtesy of Warehouse. Now, I fell in love with this tan shade when I first got the dress, and I knew the shape would be perfect for the heat in Turkey. It's floaty enough to catch the breeze, but elevated enough to wear out in the daytime, styled really simply with flats and a canvas bag. Now, I didn't want to put David or the boys out by filming too much when I was with them, so I often just headed out on my own for 20 minutes or so to catch these outfit ideas. Hence why there's lots of strange angles going on with these outfit ideas. I just kind of balanced the camera on whatever I could find. So early evening, and I couldn't wait to wear this summer dress that I got recently. I must admit, I do love a black dress in summer, especially when I've got a bit of a tan, which I had by this point, thankfully. And I thought this dress was so pretty and very feminine, it just had to come away with me. Now, it's been made from organic cotton, and I just love that floaty shape that can be gently nipped in at the waist tie. That stitching detail across the collarbone, the frilled hem, and my favorite part, of course, was those sleeves. A little wider than normal, so they were perfect for the heat, and with those frill details on the shoulder and the hem, it just felt really effortlessly chic and very elegant, but in a really gentle way. Love that one.
Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine in my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay.
Beautiful, darling. Another item that arrived just in time was this little toweling romper in this bright shade of green. Now, it was so ridiculously comfy and worked as a great throw-on from beach to lunch kind of vibe. I wouldn't, however, advise that you ever try and work out in it. On this particular day, I ran out of time to go back to the room to put my gym kit on before this exercise class started, but I figured it's fine, it's essentially a pair of shorts. And I was so hot, I actually had to quit the class. So yes, definitely one for the daytime, but not for exercising in. Now, most of the time I was the first to wake up and I didn't want to wake everybody else, so I would take a walk down to the beach or have a walk around the grounds. It was so peaceful and just a really lovely way to start the day. This was one such day, and I think I'd gone and had my first latte sitting on the sand at the beach, and I was making my way over to breakfast with the boys. So this is a pretty little baby doll dress that I wore from Rosé Paris. The majority of their collection is actually made from upcycled fabrics, so really wonderful from a sustainable point of view. And everything has just got that little twist to them that makes them feel just that bit different. Parisian and feminine and elegant, but really up to date, which I liked. And this was what I wore for our last night, my old faithful and well-loved Mes Demoiselles dress. I love that brand just generally, but they do seem to be particularly wonderful with their dresses. Like Rosé Paris, they have that special little something that makes them stand out. You're unlikely to see anyone wearing the same dress, and they just feel really beautiful and very floaty to wear. So this dress has always got a place in my personality pieces in my capsule wardrobe. This dress is a couple of years old, so obviously not available right now, but I shall link a few of my favourites from their new collection in the description box below. I really hope you've enjoyed watching this what I wore and did on our summer holidays. I thought the hotel was wonderful, particularly for families, and it literally gave us everything we could possibly need. Relaxing for adults, lots and lots of fun for children, and the opportunity to spend some real quality time together as a family. Don't forget to click the link below and take a look at the new range from Monica Vinader. Stunning pieces that I am very excited to have in my collection. And don't miss a very exciting video next week, which I can't wait to share with you all. Have a wonderful week, everyone. It's so good to be back, and I'm looking forward to having a good chit chat with you all in the comment section below. Take care.